It's Saturday, December 15th, the 99th day of racing at EPR, the first race approaching the top of the stretch. Tegwin with Ivan Davies, Isaac Character Steve Mahar, Broadcaster Billy Steve Mason, Legitimate Power Mike Doyle, Miramichi Darrell with Phil Sowers, Glengal Sterling Jody Hennessy, Charbel and Joan with Tommy Mason, Outside Taverns Dan Wally Hennessy, the trailer Pajota Spark with Eric Lakes, and here they come. They're off. Miramichi Darrell and Glengal Sterling battling neck and neck for the lead up on the inside. Isaac Character racing third, and they're 3 wide around the turn. Miramichi Darrell between horses. He is the leader. Isaac Character now second. Glengal Sterling now back to second. Isaac Character is third. Tegwin has fourth. Broadcaster Billy going up on the outside. Racing on from fifth. It is Miramichi Darrell, and Glengal Sterling backs off. Gets cover behind the leader. And the Broadcaster Billy keeps rolling on. He's up to third as they go racing up by the quarter, 31-1. Isaac Character is now fourth. Tegwin racing fifth, then Pajota Spark. Legitimate Power, Charbel and Joan and Taverns Dan trailing as they come racing on to the 3/8 pole. They're by that marker now, and Miramichi Darrell shows the way. Has the best of it right now, a length and a half. Glengal Sterling is second. Broadcaster Billy Parkton drives up a third. Isaac Character fourth on the rail. Legitimate Power outside now fifth. Then it is Tegwin, Charbel and Joan, Pajota Spark and Taverns Dan. They're by that opening half in 104. Into the turn they go to the 5/8 now, and the leader is Miramichi Darrell. Then Glengal Sterling racing is second. Broadcaster Billy hangs tough third. Isaac Character locked in fourth by the 5/8. Legitimate Power's been parked. He's racing on fifth. Then it is Tegwin, Charbel and Joan. Pajota Spark going out wide. Taverns Dan trails. And they race neck and neck now to the 3/4. Broadcaster Billy and Miramichi Darrell. They're by the 3/4 at 36-4. Miramichi Darrell holds. Broadcaster Billy's on the outside. Glengal Sterling's up on the rail third. Then Legitimate Power out 3 wide. Now comes on for fourth. Isaac Character's on the rail racing fifth. Then it is Pajota Spark. They swing for home. Miramichi Darrell. Glengal Sterling still looks for room coming through on the inside. Up on the outside, Legitimate Power comes on. It is now Legitimate Power. Here they are to the wire. Legitimate Power, then Charbel and Joan tight for third. Time for the mile. 2:08-4. And parading now the winner of the first race, number 4, Legitimate Power. Brown pacing colt, he's 3. By Power Baron from Innocent Affair. Owned by Brian Foster of St. John, trained and driven by Mike Doyle. The colt scores his 8th winning trip this year, pacing this afternoon in 2:08-4. Number 4, Legitimate Power, and Mike Doyle. And the result of the first race now official. Tegwin 4th. Isaac Character was 3rd. Broadcaster Billy 7th. Legitimate Power, your race winner. Miramichi Darrell was 8th. Glengal Sterling 5th. Charbel and Joan 2nd. Taverns Dan was 9th. Pajota Spark was 6th. Race times quarter 34-1. The half 104. 3/4 136-4. And the mile in 2:08-4. Starters for the second race approaching the top of the stretch. Little Ernestine at Wally Hennessy, Dandelion, Herm Renault, Henry's Choice, Tony Watson, Vasey Lucky, John Davies, Reb Dudley, Boyd Tremere, Bayside Olympic, Clark Smith, P.H. Early and Sam Hodgin, outside Mountain Barb with Freddie Charlton. And the trailer is Taurus GL with Gary Vincent, and here they come. They're off. Little Ernestine shows on top of the inside, holding her lead. Dandelion challenging second on the outside. Vasey Lucky has gone to a third. Then up on the inside, Taurus GL now 4th. Bayside Olympic 3 wide, racing on to 5th now, and Reb Dudley's on the rail. And Henry's Choice, Mountain Barb, and P.H. Early in trails. On to the quarter, Little Ernestine on top, a length and a half, and Dandelion a second but two. Basie Lucky racing a third. Bayside Olympic outside fourth. Taurus GL fifth on the rail by the quarter, 34 and 2. Then it is Rebba Dudley. Mountain Bird PH early and out and moving. Henry's Choice trails. They come to the 3/8 marker. And it's Little Ernestine and Dandelion. That's the way they are as they swing off the top turn, come driving through the stretch. Here they come, they're racing to the half, and it's Little Ernestine showing the way. Dandelion is second, Basie Lucky third, Bayside Olympic Park fourth, Taurus GL, Reb Dudley out to move. Mountain Barb, then PH Erlane and Henry's Choice. By that half in 3 and 4, they're rid of the turn, and it's on to the 5/8 and Little Ernestine the leader. Then Dandelion is racing second. Basie Lucky holds third. Bayside Olympic Park, he is a fourth. Taurus GL fifth. They're by the 5/8 to the outside. It is Reb Dudley, 3 wide, then Mountain Barb, Henry's Choice, PH Erlane. There goes Dandelion out from second and challenges. They've raced to the 3/4 by it now, and Dandelion and Little Ernestine are racing neck and neck. They're the 3/4, 136 and 3. Dandelion goes to the top on the outside. Little Ernestine racing a second. Then we're back 5 lengths to Basie Lucky holding third, and they're neck and neck as they swing for home. Little Ernestine on the inside, Dandelion on the outside. At it neck and neck and step for step as they come to the wire. It is Little Ernestine on the inside, Dandelion on the outside. Still neck and neck, and here they are. Looks like Little Ernestine, Dandelion, Taurus GL, Basie Lucky. Time for the mile, 2:09. And parading now the winner of the second race, number 1, Little Ernestine. Bay pacing mare 6 by Armpro Perry from Pine Hill, Erna. Owned and trained by Wally Walker of Charlottetown. Wally Hennessy driving. That's the 7th winning trip this year for Little Ernestine. Pacing this afternoon in 2:09. And the result of the second race now official. Little Ernestine, your race winner. Dandelion was second. Henry's Choice 7th. Basie Lucky 4th. Reb Dudley was 6th. Bayside Olympic 9th. PH Erlane 5th. Mountain Barb was 8th. Taurus GL was 3rd. Race times quarter 31 and 2. Half 103 and 4. 3/4 136 and 3. And the mile in 2:09. And now the third race approaching the top of the stretch for the field of 8. We have Riverview Boy and Eric Lakes. Miramichi Etter with Millet Coughlan. Glencoe Tyke Guy with Tommy Mason. Debbie Jodask and Boyd Tremere. Peter Starr with Steve Mahar. Mary Woodley and Clark Smith. KC Jam with Wally Hennessy. Arnie's Charm with Jill Barrio. Here they come. They're off at Miramichi Etter going to the top. Riverview Boy on the rail. He's racing a second. Glencoe Tyke Guy settles in third. Debbie Jodask is 4th, and Mary Woodley up on the outside racing on the 5th. Then it is Peter Starr, KC Jam, and Arnie's Charm, and they're by the 8th pole. It's on to the quarter. Racing up the backstretch, Miramichi Etter's out by 2. Riverview Boy is 2nd. Glencoe Tyke Guy has 3rd. Debbie Jodask is 4th. Mary Woodley parked. Hangs a 5th. Then it is Peter Starr, KC Jam, Arnie's Charm trailing as they go by the quarter in 32 and 3. They race into the top turn. Miramichi Etter length at a quarter. Riverview Boy is 2nd. Glencoe Tyke Guy 3rd. Mary Woodley parked is now 4th. Debbie Jodask on the rail. Peter Starr out and moving. KC Jam and Arnie's Charm when they come through the stretch now. Racing on to the half up front with the lead. It is Miramichi Etter. Riverview Boy is a 2nd. Glencoe Tyke Guy. Mary Woodley still on the outside. Then it's Debbie Jodask, Peter Starr, KC Jam, and Arnie's Charm. They're by that half in 6 and 1. Into the turn they go to the 5/8 now, and Miramichi Etter's pacing out on top. Riverview Boy is 2nd. Glencoe Tyke Guy, Mary Woodley. Then it's Debbie Jodask, Peter Starr, KC Jam, and Arnie's Charm, and they've raced to the 3/4 now. It is still Miramichi at a length and a half, Riverview Boy. And out 3 wide, that is Peter Starr. He gets to second going on. Glencoe, Ty Guy, Marywood Lee, KC, Jam, Deb, Beat, Joe Dascarney's Charm, 138 and 4 by the 3/4. Into the top turn, Miramichi Eder. Peter Starr on the outside, racing second. Riverview Boy back to second. Peter Starr was third. Glencoe, Ty Guy, KC, Jam, Marywood Lee, Deb Beat, Joe Dascarney's Charm. Swinging home, Miramichi Eder. Riverview Boy coming up on the outside, a strong second. Peter Starr is a third. It is Miramichi Eder holding. Here they are. Miramichi Eder, Riverview Boy, Peter Starr, and tight for fourth. Time for the mile. 2:09 and 1. And parading now, the winner of the third race, number 2, Miramichi Eder. Bay pacing horse, 6 years, by Adios Elmer from Miramichi Rose. Owned, trained, and driven by Millet Coughlan of St. John. That's the 5th winning trip this year for Miramichi Eder. This afternoon and 2:09 and 1. And the result of the third race now official. Riverview Boy was second. Miramichi Eder, your race winner. Glencoe Taikai was 5th. Debbie Jodask 8th. Peter Starr was 3rd. Marywood Lee 6th. KC Jam was 4th. Arnie's Charm 7th. Times quarter 32 and 3. Half 106 and 1. 3/4 138 and 4. And the mile and 2:09 and 1. Top of the stretch, 4th race, Pee Wee Wave, Jody Hennessy, Better and Better, Clark Smith. Bunny Fort, John Davies, Offshore Oil, John Davidson, Just Golden, Gene, Don Bickford. Poco, Brett, Wally Hennessy, Oblin Power, Wayne Mahar. Dealing High, Joe Barrio, Power Blossom, Steve Mahar. They're off, Better and Better going to the top now, working up quickly in between horses. Offshore Oil. And into the turn, it's Better and Better pacing on top. Pee Wee Wave racing second. Offshore Oil on the outside, racing on third. Then Oblin Power. Outside, he's now 4th. Power Blossom is 5th. Then it is Just Golden Gene, Dealing High as they race on to the quarter. With Offshore Oil goes winging for the lead. Better and Better has it a half length. Offshore Oil drives on, takes it as they go neck and neck by the quarter. In 34 and 1, Offshore Oil the leader into the turn. Then Better and Better is second. Then Pee Wee Wave has 3rd. Oblin Power 4th. Power Blossom 5th. Just Golden Gene out and moving. Then it is a Dealing High as they come by the 3/8 pole. On through the stretch now they come racing on to the half. Pacing out on top. It is Offshore Oil, Better and Better second. Pee Wee Wave is 3rd. Just Golden Gene up 4th on the outside. Oblin Power 5th. Dealing High. Power Blossom, Poco, Brett, and Funny 4th. They're by that half. 104 and 3. They swing into the turn. Racing now to the 5/8. The leader is Offshore Oil. Better and Better is second. Pee Wee Wave is 3rd. Just Golden Gene 4th. Dealing High out 3 wide going on 5th. Oblin Power's locked in the 6th. Then it is Poco, Brett, Power Blossom, and Funny Fort trails as they go racing on to the 3/4. Offshore Oil up by a length and a half and is the leader as they go by the 3/4 in 38 and 1. Into the top turn, Offshore Oil, Better and Better, Just Golden Gene. On the outside, Dealing High, Oblin Power. Works up on the inside, comes on to 3rd now. They come by the 7/8 and Offshore Oil with a good lead, 2.5. Better and Better racing second. Oblin Power driving up 3rd. Then Just Golden Gene, Dealing High. And Funny Ford is going to be Offshore Oil, but they're coming to her quickly. Offshore Oil, Oblin Power. Here they are. Offshore Oil, Oblin Power, Better and Better, and Dealing High. Time for the mile. 2:11 and 2. Parading now the winner of the 4th. It's number 4. Offshore Oil, brown pacing filly, 3 years. By Norton Midwatch from Valora's Wick. Owned by Gord Gelder of Rothsay, trained and driven by John Davidson. The filly scores her third winning trip this season this afternoon in 2:11-2. And the result of the fourth is now official. Pee Wee Wave was ninth. Better and Better third. Funny Fort was sixth. Offshore Oil, your race winner. Just Golden Jean was fifth. Poco Brett seventh. Oblin Power second. Dealing High fourth. Power Blossom eighth. Race times quarter 34 and 1, the half 104 and 3, 3/4 138 and 1, the mile 2:11 and 2. The fifth race approaching the top of the stretch for the field of 6. We have Rustly Master with Steve Mason, Sassy Cat, Jill Barrio. Forest Road with Tommy Mason, Arbor Coltown, Jody Hennessy. Hag Sip with Wally Hennessy, Gideon LaBelle, and Steve Mahar. And here they come. They're off. Rustly Master steps out, takes the lead. Hag Sip up on the outside. Challenging is second. Sassy Cat is third in the rail. Forest Road is fourth. Arbor Coltown fifth. Gideon LaBelle trails. They race out by the 8th pole now, and Rustly Master is the leader. Hag Sip has cover, racing is second. Sassy Cat is third. Forest Road fourth. Arbor Coltown is fifth, and Gideon LaBelle trails as they race on to the quarter. Rustly Master the leader by a length. Hag Sip second. Sassy Cat is third. The quarter 31 seconds. They drive on into the top turn. Up front with the lead a length, Rustly Master. Hag Sip racing is second. Sassy Cat is third. Forest Road is fourth. Gideon LaBelle out moving fifth now on the outside. Arbor Coltown is trailing. They swing through the stretch and drive on to the half, and it's Rustly Master pacing out on top. Hag Sip is racing second. Sassy Cat third. Gideon LaBelle now comes to third. Sassy Cat is racing fourth. Then it's Arbor Coltown and Forest Road now trails it. They go by the half and 3 and 4. They're ready to turn on to the 5/8. Rustly Master, he's the leader. Gideon LaBelle at his wheel racing second. Hag Sip is a third. Sassy Cat, Arbor Coltown, and Forest Road, and they're by the 5/8 onto the 3/4. It is Rustly Master the leader. Gideon LaBelle driving up a second. Hag Sip in the rail is third. Arbor Coltown fourth. Then it is Sassy Cat and Forest Road trails on the outside, and they are by the 3/4 now in 35 and 3. Racing into the top turn, Rustly Master a length. Gideon LaBelle hangs tough second. Hag Sip is third. Arbor Coltown swings wide. Now a strong fourth. Then it is a Sassy Cat, Forest Road, and they swing for home, and Rustly Master is the leader. Here comes Arbor Coltown, and on the outside, Forest Road comes on, but it's going to be Rustly Master, Forest Road, Arbor Coltown, Hag Sip. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 4. And parading back now, the winner of the 5th race, number 1, Rustly Master. Bay Pacing gelding, he's 5 by Honest Master from Rustly Maid, owned by Milton Downey of St. John. Trained and driven by Steve Mason, the horse gets his 3rd winning trip, steps to a new record of 2:06 and 4. A result of the 5th race, now official. Rustly Master, your race winner. Sassy Cat was 6th. Forest Road 2nd. Arbor Coltown 3rd. Hag Sip was 4th. Gideon LaBelle 5th. Times quarter 31. Half 103 and 4. 3/4 135 and 3. Mile 2:06 and 4. 6th race approaching top of the stretch, a field of 9. Midnight Character with Sean Shannon, Lady Thinker, Frost McDonald. America's Favorite with Wally Hennessy. La Bouvier with Steve Mason, The Settler MC, and Wayne Mahar. Woodmere Glow with Boyd Tremere, Ara, Mac Jasper, Headley Jones, outside Ocean, Texas, Herm Renault. The trailer is Bright Terra with Jody Hennessy, and here they come. They're off, and Lady Thinker going to the top. America's Favorite racing second. Then Woodmere Glow is third. Aramac Jasper is fourth. Then the Settler MC Midnight Character, Bright Terra, Ocean, Texas. And far back, got a contention, Le Bouvier. On up the backstretch, they race on to the quarter. It is America's Favorite now going to the top. Then Lady Thinker, she's racing second. Woodmere Glow has a third. The Settler MC is fourth. Aramac Jasper gets to the Rayleigh's fifth. Ocean, Texas driving on. Then Midnight Character, Bright Terra, quarter 32 and 3. Out of contention, Le Bouvier. Around the top turn, America's Favorite leads. A length and a half. Lady Thinker's racing a second. Woodmere Glow has a third. The Settler MC comes out to challenge now from fourth as they spring off the top turn and come on through the stretch and brace for the half. Up front with the lead, it is America's Favorite. Lady Thinker and the Settler MC now driving up to second. Lady Thinker is third. Bright Terra outside is fourth. Then it's Woodmere Glow, Ocean, Texas, Aramac Jasper, Midnight Character. They're by the half in 6 and 4. Racing around the turn, they go to the 5/8, the leader, America's Favorite. Then Lady Thinker back to second. The Settler MC hangs third. Bright Terra's out racing 3 wide and 4th and going on. Then it is Woodmere Glow, Aramac Jasper. They race on to the 3/4. America's Favorite is the leader. Then in between horses, the Settler MC, then Lady Thinker. And on the outside, 3 wide, that's Bright Terra. Woodmere Glow racing 5th. Aramac Jasper drives 6th. Ocean, Texas, and Midnight Character. 3/4, 140 around the top turn. They come to the 7/8. It is America's Favorite a length. Lady Thinker second. Woodmere Glow now racing third. They come off the top turn. They head for home. America's Favorite. Lady Thinker driving a second. Woodmere Glow racing third. America's Favorite. Lady Thinker. Woodmere Glow. Here they are to the wire. America's Favorite. Lady Thinker and Woodmere Glow tied. Then the Settler MC. And the time for the mile, 2:12 and 2. At parading now, the winner of the 6th race, number 3, America's Favorite. Bay pacing gelding 4 years by Licking Creek from Burwood, Dolly. Owned by Cecil Murphy of Lower Sack from Nova Scotia, trained by Bradley Charlton. Wally Hennessy driving. That's the 3rd wedding trip for America's Favorite. His first start at EPR, pacing this afternoon, 2:12 and 2. Now the result of the 6th race, now official. Midnight Character was 8th. Lady Thinker 3rd. America's Favorite, your race winner. Le Bouvier 9th. The Settler MC was 4th. Woodmere Glow was 2nd. Aramac Jasper 5th. Ocean, Texas 7th. And Bright Terra 6th. Times quarter 32 and 3, half 106 and 4. 3/4, 140, the mile 2:12 and 2. And the 7th race is approaching the top of the stretch, a field of 9. Courageous Times, Tom Mason. First for Amy, Jody Hennessy. Lady Tricia, Bill Nicholson. Stately Sister, Boyd Tremere. Buckshot Baron, Wally Hennessy. Eldrada with John Davidson. Flag Sundance, Bradley Charlton. Cherry Twist with Rod Gugam. The trailer is Just Fine with Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off. Lady Tricia goes quickly to the top, and Courageous Times in the inside racing second. Eldrada drives up on the outside racing third. First for Amy 4th. Stately Seals to outside 5th. Then it is Just Fine, Flag Sundance, Buckshot Baron, Cherry Twist trails. They go up the backstretch. Racing on to the quarter up front with the lead, a length and a half. Lady Tricia. Courageous Times has second but 2. Then Eldrado's racing a third. First for Amy, Stately Sealster. just fine. Flag, Sundance, Buckshot, Baron, Cherry Twist. They were by that quarter in 30-4. They swing into the top turn. Lady Tricia is pacing on top. Leads a length. Courageous Times up tight second. Then back 2.5 to Eldorado third. First for Amy is a fourth. Then a Stately Sealster. They come off the top turn now and on through the stretch, racing for the half. Lady Tricia. Then Courageous Times, and here comes Eldorado driving up third. First for Amy in the move fourth. Then Stately Sealster, just fine. Cherry Twist, Flag, Sundance, and Buckshot Baron. They were by the half in 4. They swing into the turn and go on to the 5/8, and it's Lady Tricia. Eldorado driving hard second. Courageous Times third. First for Amy fourth. They're by the 5/8. Then it is Stately Sealster. Flag, Sundance, just fine. Cherry Twist and Buckshot Baron as they go to the 3/4 now. Neck and neck for the lead. Lady Tricia on the inside. Eldorado on the outside. Courageous Times third. By the 3/4, 35-2. Racing into the top turn. Lady Tricia holding. Eldorado hangs a second. Courageous Times first for Amy. Stately Sealster, Flag, Sundance, just fine. Buckshot Baron and Cherry Twist. They come swinging for home, and it's Lady Tricia. Eldorado driving second. Courageous Times first for Amy. Stately Sealster coming on. So is Just Fine on the outside. It is Eldorado now, and Just Fine comes on. Here they are to the wire. Just Fine tight for second. Time for the mile, 2:08-2. Judges have called for a photo for place between number 4, Stately Sealster, number 6, Eldorado. And parading now the winner of the 7th race, number 9, Just Fine. Bay pacing mare 6 by Melvin's Ball from Just Pam. On by the Honest Spring Farms of Fredericton, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. 5th winning trip this year for Just Fine this afternoon, 2:08-2. Race out of the 7th is now official. Courageous Time 7th. First for Amy 4th. Lady Tricia 5th. Stately Sealster 2nd. Buckshot Baron 6th. Eldorado 3rd. Flag Sundance 9th. Cherry Twist was 8th, and Just Fine your race winner. Times quarter 30-4, half 1:04. 3/4 1:35-2, and the mile 2:08-2. The 8th race approaching the top of the stretch for the field of fate. We have Midnight Down and Steve Downey. J.G. Wally Hennessy, Adios Julie Terry Bernard. Gaff's Gotta Go with Jody Hennessy, Nader's Breeze Jill Barrio. Bonnie Tross with Clark Smith, 3, Deep Dodger and Rod Gogan, and Pee Wee Patty with Elmore White, and here they come. They're off. Midnight Down pacing on top from the outside. Nader's Breeze challenging a second. They're rid of the turn. Midnight Down holds the lead. Nader's Breeze on the outside racing for it. Chosen O's in front. And they're neck and neck as they race out by the 8th pole. Nader's Breeze now moving out by a length with Midnight Down second. Back to Gaff's Gotta Go racing a third on the rail. And racing fourth, it is J.G. 3 Deep Dodger up on the outside. The Nadios Julie Bonnie Tross at Pee Wee Patty Trails. And they were by the quarter in 30-3. They're rid of the top turn. Nader's Breeze a length and a half. Midnight Down racing a second. Gaff's Gotta Go has third. J.G. is fourth. 3 Deep Dodger fifth. And Adios Julie Bonnie Tross and Pee Wee Patty Trails, and they swing through the stretch. They come racing on to the half, and it's Nader's Breeze cutting it out. Leads by 2. Midnight Down a second. That's Gaff's Gotta Go off stride, now trailing. It is Nader's Breeze, Midnight Down, and they're coming at him 3 wide as they go racing up by the half in 1:03-3. They're into the turn, racing to the 5/8. It is Nader's Breeze and Midnight Down, a challenge from a second. Outside 3 wide. Bonnie Tross drives on third. J.G. fourth. 3 Deep Dodger. Pee Wee Patty Adios Julie Gaff's Gotta Go on to the 3/4. Nader's Breeze, but Midnight Down drives hard, takes the lead. Midnight Down and Nader's Breeze. Bonnie Tross is third. J.G. fourth. Pee Wee Patty Adios Julie. 3 Deep Dodger. Gaff's Gotta Go. by the 3/4 at 35 and 2. Swinging into the top turn. Midnight Down is out on top now, a length and a half. Nader's Breeze, Bonnie Trost drives up third. JG is a fourth. Pee Wee Patty fifth. Midnight Down moves away as they come through the lane and head for home. Bonnie Trost driving second. Pee Wee Patty up strong. It is going to be Midnight Down, and here they are to the wire. Midnight Down, Bonnie Trost, Pee Wee Patty, and Nader's Breeze with the mile in 2:06 and 4. Operating now, the winner of the 8th race, number 1, Midnight Down, Bay Pacing Gelding, 6 years. He's by Brett's Star from Territon N, owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained by Steve Mason with Steve Downey driving. That's the second winning trip for the horse this year. He equals his win race record of 2:06 and 4. The result of the 8th race now official. Midnight Down, your race winner. JG was 5th. Adios Julie, 6th. Gaff's Gotta Go was 8th. Nader's Breeze, 4th. Bonnie Trost, 2nd. 3D Dodger, 7th. Pee Wee Patty, 3rd. Race times quarter 30 and 3/5, half 1:03 and 3. 3/4 1:35 and 2. The mile 2:06 and 4. Now the 9th race, approaching the top of the stretch for the field of 5. Bozo's Son with Wayne Sprague. Freddie Dream and Steve Mahar. Smokey Argyle, Jill Barrio. Hector Herbert with Wally Hennessy and Ulster Prince with Jody Hennessy. And here they come. Clear off Ulster Prince, wings 4 has the lead. Freddie Dream is racing second as Smokey Argyle is third. Hector Herbert is 4th. Bozo's Son 5th on the trail, moves to 4th. Hector Herbert now 5th. Around the turn they race to the 8th pole. And Ulster Prince is out on top of 2. Freddie Dream his 2nd. Smokey Argyle 3rd. Bozo's Son and Hector Herbert trailing. Halfway up the backstretch onto the quarter. Ulster Prince a length and a half now. Freddie Dream racing 2nd, Smokey Argyle 3rd, Bozo's Son, then Hector Herbert, and they were by that opening quarter in 32 seconds. Around the top turn, Ulster Prince, Freddie Dream, Smokey Argyle, Bozo's Son, and Hector Herbert. They come by the 3/8 pole now and swing on through the stretch. Here they come, they're racing to the half, and it's Ulster Prince. Freddie Dream out to challenge 2nd. Smokey Argyle 3rd. Then Bozo's Son and Hector Herbert. It is Ulster Prince the leader. A length and a half as they go racing by the half. By the half in 1:04 and 3. Out of the turn they race on to the 5/8. It is Ulster Prince. Freddie Dream racing is 2nd. Smokey Argyle 3rd. Bozo's Son is 4th. Hector Herbert 5th. They're by the 5/8 now, and it's on to the 3/4, and it's still Ulster Prince, a length and a quarter. Freddie Dream driving 2nd, Smokey Argyle 3rd, then Bozo's Son and Hector Herbert. On to the 3/4, Ulster Prince holding his lead with Freddie Dream out to challenge. 3/4, 1:35 and 2. Into the top turn, Ulster Prince a half length now. Freddie Dream driving hard 2nd, Smokey Argyle 3rd. Bozo's Son and Hector Herbert. They swing for home. Ulster Prince holds his lead. Freddie Dream coming to him on the outside. Here comes Smokey Argyle. It is Ulster Prince, Freddie Dream, Smokey Argyle, Bozo's Son. Here they are to the wire. Ulster Prince. That tight for 2nd between Bozo's Son and Smokey Argyle. Time for the mile. 2:06 and 2. In the photo for win number 5, Ulster Prince, Bay Pacing Gelding 5, but timely night from Fort Cavala. Number Frankie Breed of Charlottetown, trained and driven by Jody Hennessy. Also in the photo number 3, Smokey Argyle, Grey Pacing Horse 7 by Smog from Sprightly Lady. Owned by Paul Dares of St. John, trained and driven by Gilles Barria. Photo for win. Result of the 9th race now official. Bozo's Son was 3rd. Freddie Dream 4th. Smoky Argyle was 2nd. Hector Herbert 5th, and Ulster Prince your race winner. Times a quarter 32, half 104 and 3, 3/4 1:35 and 2, and the mile in 2:06 and 2. 10th race approaching the top of the stretch. Graf's Champ with Herman Renault, Jill Mack and Brandy Phillips. Batting Star with Wally Hennessy, Tuxedo's Thorpe with Bill Nicholson, Matt's Jet and Terry Bernard, Baron Van Munching with Rod Morrison, Nick Rob Champ with Sam Hodgin, Celestial Warrior with Elmore White. Here they come. Tuxedo's Thorpe challenging us 2nd. Graf's Champ is now 3rd. The 2 leaders battling neck and neck, and now it is Tuxedo's Thorpe going to the top, and she is the leader as they go by the quarter in 30 and 4. Around the top turn, Tuxedo's Thorpe out number 2. Then Jill Mack is 2nd. Graf's Champ racing 3rd. Batting Star is a 4th, and Baron Van Munching, Matt's Jet. Then Celestial Warrior, Nick, Rob Champ trails. They come racing through the stretch, driving onto the half. Tuxedo's Thorpe the leader. Out by 2.5. Then Jill Mack is 2nd. Graf's Champ racing 3rd. Batting Star is 4th. Matt's Jet, you now 5th. Then up on the outside, Celestial Warrior, Baron Van Munching and Nick Rob Champ in that opening half in 1:02 and 4. Around the turn they go to the 5/8. It is Tuxedo's Thorpe out by 2. That's Batting Star driving up, racing now 2nd. Jill Mack is 3rd. Graf's Champ out to challenge, racing on from 4th. Up the backstretch, Batting Star goes 4 and takes the lead. Batting Star and Tuxedo's Thorpe racing as 2nd. Graf's Champ 3rd. Matt's Jet now 4th. Jill Mack, Celestial Warrior, Nick Rob Champ, Baron Van Munching 3/4 1:35. Around the top turn, Batting Star moving out now but 2.5. Tuxedo's Thorpe is 2nd. Graf's Champ is racing a 3rd. They come by the 7/8 and head for home now. Batting Star pacing with the lead. Tuxedo's Thorpe. Graf's Champ driving up 3rd. Matt's Jet coming on. It is going to be Batting Star. Battle on for 2nd. Tuxedo's Thorpe, Graf's Champ. Here they are. It is Batting Star, then Tuxedo's Thorpe, Graf's Champ, and Matt's Jet. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 3. Now the result now official. The driving triple N for Wally Hennessy, winning here with number 3, Batting Star. The quarter 30 and 4, half 1:02 and 4, 3/4 1:35, mile 2:07 and 3. Batting Star, Brown Pacing Mare 5 by Sciota Star from Miss Bat Adios, owned by Dave Wilkie of Charlottetown. Wally Hennessy's 3rd winner. You see the prices, $390, $270, $250. In for 2nd, number 4, Tuxedo's Thorpe, paid $750, $460. Graf's Champ was 3rd. Then Matt's Jet 4th, Nick Rob Champ was 5th, Celestial Warrior, Jill Mack, and Baron Van Munching. The Quinella, you see, paying $12. The Triactor, $59.90. So Hennessy with a driving triple, that puts him to 136. Steve Mahar has won so far. He has 134. You're watching Harness Racing, Saturday afternoon's card from Exhibition Park, and we continue right now with race number 11.
Can you come in here?
11th race approaching the top of the stretch, Spin and Dandy with Wally Hennessy, Old Time Robbie Steve Mahar, Hummer Common Bill Nicholson, Glengale Combat Clark Smith, Colombo Sealster Gilles Barrio. Here they come. There, off it is Glengale Combat busting for the early lead, and Spinning Dandies on the inside. Colombo Sealster up on the outside. They're 3 wide, racing around the turn. In between horses Glengal Combat now spinning dandy in the inside. Colombo Sealster, 3 fighters, third. They race on up the backstretch to the quarter, and it is spinning dandy, and this Colombo Sealster going for it. They're neck and neck. Now it is Colombo Sealster and spinning dandy. Glengal Combat settles for cover now, racing third in the rail. Then it's Old Timer Robbie and Hummer Common trails that quarter, 30-4. Racing into the top turn, Colombo Sealster's out by a length and a half. Spinning Dandy's racing a second. Then it's Glengal Combat, Old Time Robbie. Hummer Common out to challenge now from fifth as they come swinging through the stretch. Racing on to the half, pacing out on top. The leader is Colombo Sealster. Spinning Dandy racing a second. Up on the outside, Hummer Common comes to third. Glengal Combat is racing fourth, and Old Time Robbie moves from fifth. They're by the half, 103-4. Racing into the turn, they go to the 5/8 Colombo Sealster. Hummer Common now challenging second. Spinning Dandy racing third. Old Time Robbie fourth. Glengal Combat fifth. They're by the 5/8, and it's on to the 3/4 now. Colombo Sealster holding his lead. Hummer Common racing second. Spinning Dandy third. Old Time Robbie and Glengal Combat. They go by the 3/4 now. In 135, into the top turn, Colombo Sealster. Spinning Dandy now second. Hummer Common hangs a third. Then it's Old Time Robbie and Glengal Combat. They come by the 7/8 now. They swing for home. It is Colombo Sealster. Spinning Dandy racing second, coming on. Then Hummer Common third. Colombo Sealster, Spinning Dandy. Here they are to the wire. Tight, looks like. Spinning Dandy, Colombo Sealster, Hummer Common, Old Time Robbie, and Glengal Combat. Time for the mile, 2:05. And parading now, winner of the 11th race, number 1, Spinning Dandy. Broad pacing horse 5 by A.C.'s Dandy from Spinning Glory. Owned by John Gillis of Flat River and Ken Gillis of Charlottetown. Trained and driven by Wally Hennessy. That's the 5th winning trip this year for Spinning Dandy, pacing this afternoon in 2:05. And the result of the 11th race now official. Spinning Dandy, your race winner. Old Time Robbie 4th, Hummer Common 3rd, Glengal Combat was 5th, Felden Lord scratched, and Colombo Sealster was 2nd. Race times quarter 30-4, the half 103-4, 3/4 135, the mile 2:05, last half 101-1. 12th race approaching the top of the stretch, field of 9. Otter Hill Jason, Colleen Clancy, Afrit Time, Tom Mason, April Power, Wally Hennessy. Got a winner with Millet Cooglin, Half a Sec Gabe with Steve Downey, Whiskey Man with Steve Mahar, Rum Joe and Boyd Dremare, Shy Scotch with Stan Nelson, and the trailer Call Me Devil with Bertie Charlton. Here they come. There, off it got a winner, goes bringing forward. He shows on top. Otter Hill Jason's racing fourth, though. Takes the lead back on the inside. In between them, Effort Time is racing third, and on the outside, Shy Scotch drives fourth. Call Me Devil is a fifth. They swing by the 8th, pull up the backstretch on to the quarter. Otter Hill Jason got a winner, hangs a second. Effort Time is third. Half a Sec on the outside is fourth. Right behind him, Shy Scotch, then Call Me Devil. April Power on by the quarter now. It got a winner is the leader by the quarter in 31-1. Racing into the top turn, it is got a winner. Otter Hill Jason is second. Half a Sec drives third. Effort Time is fourth. Shy Scotch on the outside racing fifth. Then it is Call Me Devil. Then April Power, Whiskey Man, and Rum Joe trailing. They come driving on to the half. And pacing on top, it has got a winner. Otter Hill Jason and Half a Sec. Then Shy Scotch on the outside fourth. Effort Time, then April Power, Call Me Devil, Rum Joe, and Whiskey Man. By the half and 3-3, they're rid of the turn, racing on to the 5/8. Pacing out on top, got a winner. Otter Hill Jason is second. Then on the outside, Half a sec gay. Now effort time third, half a sec gay. That's Shy Scotch. Going up 3 wide. Racing on from 5th. Then it is April Power. Rum Joe. Then Whiskey Man and Call Me Devil as they go to the 3/4. And the leader is Got a Winner with Hunter Hill Jason second. Shy Scotch a strong third. 3/4. In 37 1, they're rid of the top turn. It is Got a Winner, Hunter Hill Jason, Shy Scotch. Then effort time, April Power. Rum Joe moves up on the inside. Half a sec A, Whiskey Man, and Call Me Devil. They're swinging for home. The leader has Got a Winner, and here comes Hunter Hill Jason up strong in the middle, takes the lead. Hunter Hill Jason got a winner. Rum Joe. It is going to be Hunter Hill Jason. Here they are. Hunter Hill Jason got a winner. Then Rum Joe tight for 4th. And the time for the mile, 2:11. And parading now, the winner of the 12th race, it's number 1, Hunter Hill Jason, the roan. Let's change that to gray. Gray pacing gelding, 8 years, by Shadydale Vision from War Bride. Owned, trained, and driven by Colleen Clancy of St. John. The horse scores his 3rd winning trip this season. His fastest this afternoon in 2:11. And the result of the 12th race, now official. Hunter Hill Jason, your race winner. Effort time was 7th. April Power, 5th. Got a Winner was 2nd. Half a Sec A was 8th. Whiskey Man, 4th. Rum Joe, 3rd. Shy Scotch, 6th. Call Me Devil, 9th. Times quarter 34 and a 5th, the half 103 and 3. 3/4 137 and 1, the mile in 2:11.